So when I was starting this journey, I had to make a list of all the reasons. I made a list of all the reasons why I wanted to lose weight. And the main reason I did this is because I've started this journey 1,000 times. And a time comes where it's just hard. It's hard to keep going. It's hard to keep on. And I just needed that list to remind me why I was doing this. I made the list on my phone, and I'm a typical type A person. I'm a, to-do list person. And so the list was organized. It was like it had health reasons, and I listed all my health conditions. I had high blood pressure at the time, and my physician was, had put me on medication for that. I have PCOS, and so I was struggling to have a child, and I wanted to. I had a number of health conditions and issues, aches and pains, and I knew that losing weight would help. There were logistical issues, which may not make sense, but I'm a doctor, and the CT scan in the hospital I work in Kampala has a maximum weight of 120 kgs. And actually, most of the CT scans in Kampala have a maximum weight of 120 kgs. So there's this time I had a patient who was 150 kgs. And his mom was so distressed because she was looking for a place where he could do a CT scan, and he couldn't fit in the machine. And that thing, it stuck with me, yo. So when I became 140, I said, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. So there were logistical reasons like that. Some less serious, like, the embarrassment of having to ask for a seatbelt extender when you fly, especially in the smaller planes. You have to ask for a seatbelt. You have to call the hostess and ask for one. There were a number of reasons. Not being able to fit in some, rides at the theme park, not being able to do whatever I wanted with my daughter, to keep up with her and stuff like that. So I had my list. It was detailed, and I broke it down. And it was what was meaningful to me. Not being able to shop in some of the places I love. Some of my favorite shops would only go up to a size 16 or a size 18. And I had to unfollow them because they would post these beautiful outfits, and then they would never be in your size. And at that time, I was around a size 20, a size 22. So I just couldn't. I made my list, and it helped remind me of all the reasons why I needed to lose weight. So all the questions I get are things like, weren't you scared of dying? Yes, of course I was scared of dying. I have a daughter, and the thought of leaving her just would break my heart. So I was scared, but I talked to myself because I'm a surgeon, and I know that with these surgeries, the risk of complications, the risk of death is quite low. And I know it can happen, but I asked myself, why do you think it's going to be you? Every day, as an oncologist, every day I'm faced with patients who would rather live with their cancer, or would rather not take the risk of surgery, and they decide to stay sick. And I see them, I talk to them, I counsel them, and I hold their hand when the cancer is now too advanced. And I hear their regrets. And for some of them, I've got that call in the middle of the night from their children or their sister that your patient has passed on from something that I know could have been prevented. And, it used to baffle me so much as a surgeon until it was now my turn to undergo surgery. And I understood what fear is and what fear can do. Fear can keep you away from what you're supposed to do. Fear can keep you away from achieving your goals, achieving your dreams. And I just decided I was not going to be that person. I was not going to be that scared person who's too scared to take a leap. So I decided to pray about it. I decided to trust God, and I decided to do what was right for me. and I have absolutely no regrets. I thank God every day that I made that decision, and I hope that if you're in that place of trying to figure out what to do, that you take time to really think about it, really search your heart, really pray about it, do your research, and make the decision that is right for you. Now, there are going to be some people who are going to say, oh, Lois, you took the easy way out. You took the easy way out. And you know what? I did. Because I've been struggling and suffering for so long. I've been on a diet since I was 15. I remember when I was in P7, my mom getting me a tummy trimmer. You remember those tummy trimmers to do those ab workouts? I was in P7. I was maybe 12 years old. I was overweight. I remember working on that thing. I remember doing the workouts. I remember being 14 and doing a 10-day liquid fast in Gayaza. And I felt sick, and everyone, my mom was like, oh my God, what's happening? I got admitted to hospital. I was trying to lose weight. I have done it all, from slimming teas to I don't know what. I've done keto, I've done intermittent fasting, I've done juicing, I've done carnivore diet, I've done blood group diets. Guys, I've done it, okay? And finally, I took the easy way out, and it worked. I really don't know if surgery can be called the easy way out, because it's not easy. It's not an easy decision to make. You pay for it financially, you pay with your body, you take a risk. But certainly it was easier than what I was trying to do before, the willpower and all that. So it requires effort. I always give the analogy of you're going from point A to point B and someone is walking, okay? So you're on the road, the dust, the what, you're walking, you're putting in effort, yeah? And eventually you'll get to where you're going. But depending on the distance, it may be wiser to take a bicycle. The bicycle still, you pedal, okay? You're still putting in effort, but you're going to get to your destination faster. And the chances of you reaching your destination are higher. Because, guys, I had 60 kilos to lose. 60 is a whole person. I had 60 kilos to lose, and I was not going to lose them from diet and exercise. I had been trying that. You lose 20 kilos, and it's like, oh my God. But what have you put in? For me, guys, I'd done my part. I had to take the easy way out. If this is the easy way out, it's okay. But for those who are planning to do it, please know that you still have to pedal. This bicycle is not going to ride itself. You still have to put in some effort, but it's certainly easier and far more manageable than you trying to walk this whole distance on your, by foot. It's certainly easier. That I will definitely tell you.